What's up, YouTubers? Thanks for joining me once again. Today it's the 15th of October and it's a very special day because I'm at the Haworth Church. Now, the reason why I'm here is I want to get up close and personal to that clock face, because in 1870, I think it's 1870, when this clock was actually put in place, and we're talking about 151 years of this particular clock that's been chiming away and giving us perfect timing. Incredible. And I'm hoping to meet a horologist of the church by the name of 𝗪𝗔𝗣𝗍𝗏. Now we'll have a chat with him, and no doubt he's an expert in clocks and the study of time. Welcome, 𝗵𝗃𝗏. Thanks for joining us. Right, I was just saying to the viewers, we're trying to get up close and personal with that clock face.
I know. What a mission that's going to be.
Yeah. So we'll give it a go. I have no idea what to expect in there, but it's going to be interesting.
But my concern is, are we going to be able to click through that door?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's quite narrow. Shall I do a quick...
Go on and do a demo.
No, let's do a demo. Yeah,
Guys, if you like a bit of history, please do subscribe to our channel. Chiming away. Let's have a look. Wow.
It's actually very short, isn't it?
Look at that. So it's a stand aside. Let's have a, if you just stand aside. Yeah, look at the size of the door. And I believe this is the entrance to the actual clock tower. So I don't know what all that's about. Why the doors are so short.
It's something they're much shorter than I thought. When you stood out there, you can't actually see that how short it is.
Remember the bowling hall? Didn't we have the same issue there? The doors were pretty.
Yeah, I think that was just sort of up to the top of my head, or maybe slightly below. But yeah, that's.
Oh well, that'll be interesting. It'll be a mission just getting through there.
I mean, do you think I'll see? Let's see. I can get through. I don't know about others. You know what I mean? I won't say anything else, but.
Guys, stick with us. This is going to be interesting.
You might just make it in time.
So this is the stairwell. It is tight, isn't it? Interesting.
This mechanism over here, you see the three sections only connected by these rods. That's the quarter chime mechanism, that's the clock, and that's the hour, sorry, that's right, and that's the hour chime, right? So we'll start with the clock, which is a bit in the middle. On that wheel, these weights at the end of these cables, which we're going to wind up, right?
Yeah.
They cause this drum to rotate that way, and that drum is that wheel, that is part of that. So it's geared to a big wheel to a small wheel, which is part of that. Big wheel to a small wheel, which is part of that. Big wheel to a small wheel, which is part of that. So it's just geared, right? So obviously you can see that one moving. You can probably see this one moving if you look carefully. You can see that moving.
Yeah.
But you can't really see that one moving or this, but they are moving. But so, you know, now the pressure on that wheel there is so, obviously this is called the escapement. If that wasn't there, that wheel would just rotate round and the hands would just whiz around, right? So the slope, these are called pallets, the slope on there, you see the pin just is there, and it's pushing it down, and it wants to push it down, and it's frustrated because as it pushes it down, the next one, it goes catches it the other way. Do you get it? Right. So that's why it's called the escapement. That wheel's trying to escape. And this is stopping it escaping, except that making it escape at the, it's making it escape alternately. And of course the pendulum, which is the other end is right down there, you see that at the bottom, is governs the speed. And of course the speed of it's all important, obviously. So so that basically, and then of course there's a bevel drive comes off here and goes up there to the 4 clock faces, to gear down, and it's got 4 clocks, and it also drives this. Well, that's drive, and this is just an indicator where the minute hand is. If they had an hour hand on there, that would be a clock, but it's only the minute hand. So if you want to know where the hour hand is when you come into the clock, you've got to look at the outside before you come in. Right. But that's where the minute hand is, and that so when you're regulating it, it matters. So so that's basically, it's quite simple really. When you understand that, don't you?
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah. And then every quarter of an hour, it takes an hour. This takes an hour to go round once. Every quarter of an hour, it trips in here, right, and then it releases this rod, which makes that drum go round. And you can see, if you see these, it's like a music box thing, and as that goes round, it plays a tune on these bells. You see that? Right? So that goes round, and of course every hour, this takes an hour to go, and every hour it trips this one, and that one lifts this up, and then that, and the same thing, if you pull that one there, just pull that one up and down. No, the bell.
This one here?
Yeah, no, that one. Pull it down. Now let go. Wow. That's the hour chime. Right, okay. So, fuck me wondering what that means, yeah. So that next time it'll go, it'll be 11, and of course, this drives round, that rotates and moves this round. That then drops into there, a slot behind. See these slots behind? They get closer together. So, when we wind up, we can do a bit of winding shortly, but when you wind up the clock, there's much more energy needed there than here. Can you think why?
Is that?
No?
No.
Well, it goes. Well, you heard it go ding dong, ding dong, dong, ding ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah.
That's 16 dongs, right? Here you'll hear it go ding dong, 4.
Right.
Here it will go ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, 8.
Right.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, 12 and 16. So 4, 8, 12 and 16. 40, well done, yeah, 40, right. Oh, it's sharp as that one.
It's sharp, yeah.
So 40 it has to ring a bell 40 times in an hour.
Right, yeah,
and that's 960 times a day, yes, if you multiply that by 24.
That's a lot,
960 times a day. Now this one, if you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, add those numbers together, then double it for 24 hours. Did you get 156? Yeah, of course you did. Yeah, you did, didn't you? 156.
I have now, but not immediately.
So that needs about 6 times as much energy there as it does here. Because it only dongs a bell 150 times a day. That's 960 times a day. And for some reason, the clock weight's a smaller one. And of course, that is these are only in motion when it's actually ringing.
You know what I find fascinating? The maths in making all this in those days.
Yeah,
well, precision, isn't it? It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is really, and the if we don't want the chimes, you can leave the weights at the bottom, not wind them up. And the weights will take 8 days to from here to get to the ground.
Right.
And if they get to the ground, of course, it stops. But it is possible when the builders were working here, they didn't want the thing going off every quarter of an hour, so they said, "Can you leave the weights, the chime?" So we left the chiming weights at the bottom, and just wound up the clock.
Right.
Yeah, and the clock kept telling the time, but it didn't go ding dong every quarter of an hour. Which, if you're working on the roof here, which they were, it can be bloody annoying, can't it? After every quarter of an hour. So, and I think it'd be bloody annoying if you lived in the house opposite. But apparently, the old lady who used to live there in the house opposite, you'd think it disturbed her sleep. It disturbed her sleep if it wasn't going. What's up with the clock? It's not, and so we can sometimes stop.
So, Jens, the hands on the clock.
Yeah.
Which mechanism is turning that?
Well,
I was going to
that rod with what you call that a universal coupling there.
Okay.
And that rod goes right up there, and it goes to something about you've seen a car differential gear, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Where shaft goes and then two come out.
That's right.
Well, it's something similar, but except it's four.
Right. Okay.
And it's
Just like a knuckle joint, is it?
Yeah, like a double differential, if you like, because it's four. The rod goes up to the four clock faces, and it's just the one rod. But then the minute that'll drive the minute hand. Now the hour hand is geared down 1 to 12, so it only goes.
Yeah.
You know, and each individual dial has got its own its own gear for the hour hand, because you can't have. You know, you're thinking there isn't a shaft for the hour hand and a shaft for the minute hand. It's not. Now, what I'd like to do, but I'll never get this to go. What I'd like is a bevel gear like that, same as that, at the bottom, and a rod down, and a clock facing church. Okay. So I'll just start you off and show you what you have to do. You have to.
So Mr. 𝗵𝗃𝗧 is making history here.
Yeah. So you've got to do this. I'll do the first 10.
Okay.
There you go.
All yours.
Can you go with one hand now?
Well, what's comfortable to you? I think I need two hands for the weight of that. It's quite heavy, that, isn't it? Oh, we're doing it with one hand. But you're lucky now, because it's only a 2-day wind we're doing, so we wound it up on Friday.
Right. How many times would you have to normally wind
No,
it?
Wednesday. We did it on Wednesday.
I mean, from when it's how often do you have to wind it before it stops?
I've got two guys who help me on a regular basis. Sometimes we do it once a week usually. Well, that's a 7-day wind, but we're only doing a 2-day wind. In fact, we can probably see if you look down there. You see what's happening?
All right. So what's that telling us?
That's a heavy weight when you see it.
All right. So the further it goes up, the bigger the wind. Is that the way it is?
Well, yeah, you're taking it up from the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's quite testing, isn't it?
So that's 𝗵𝗃𝗧 winding the clock, and it's going slowly all the way up.
Right, do you want to take over a bit to do it?
Nah, he's all right. He's got the power.
You know,
you haven't got the power.
You know, out of steam, I think you're going to have to do it.
I'm the cameraman.
Well, you need to feel it.
Alright.
You need to feel the weight. You only got that bit to wind up now.
Is there much to go?
Yeah, about another 400 turns will do it. Oh my God.
You're doing well, you're doing well. 2 more feet.
2 more feet. If I was
You're getting there.
you've got to be fit to do this.
About another 6, I think you want to do it.
Nearly there.
And you can
Nearly
stop
there.
You can stop there.
Yeah.
Stop at that line. Now look what you've done.
Look at this.
You've lifted that up from. You've raised
All
that.
the way up.
Wow, look at that.
That is one heavy weight.
How do you feel? Is it tiring?
I'm out of breath. I'm not showing it, but I'm out of breath.
Ding dong, ding dong. You might be on ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah. I can see it coming up now, the weight. So Riaz's going to have some relief shortly. There it is.
Can you see in the background?
I can see it in the back, yeah. Coming up. Sorry about that, I crossed your hands there. I'm not going to do that. Just going to do something. And there we are, it's almost up.
And you'll see this gap closing as we go. So I'll do this one. This one I normally do with one hand, but there is always two hands.
Will the weight come up from there?
Yeah, you can see the weight coming up.
Just feel that one. See, I won't do it completely. Just see how much lighter it is. And
Yeah, I will do
I'll
that.
hold the lighter one.
Thank you very much, okay?
Yeah.
This way, yeah, towards me.
No. Sit, go through. There you go.
Clockwise, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It would be clockwise, wouldn't it?
That's true, yeah.
So, and it's harder. But everything that moves, you see, the steel shafts rotating there. These are made of bronze. These are called pallets, those. And the pins are steel.
Do they wear out? I mean, do you need to
well, they haven't done. They haven't done. And you'd think they would do over 150 years, but they haven't done. They might wear out by 200. Yeah. But we'll come back in. We'll come back in 2070.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see that you can see that's a bronze teeth on there.
Right.
Yeah, driving steel pins, and even these steel pins are on little ball bearings. The pins are on the side of that, and then that's a steel wheel. And we can tell that none of the wheels have been replaced because you see the curly design of the wheels.
Yeah.
Well, that's Victorian.
Ah, right.
Now, if any of those teeth had broken or worn and had to remake the thing, it would be straight spokes, wouldn't it, today?
Right.
We can't do Victorian. So even there, look, you see the.
Is it cast iron? Or
Yeah, cast iron. But
the words.
Yeah.
Where we need to be, okay.
So it's going to go now in 20 seconds, I think. There, and then, right?
So that's the 11 o'clock chime.
Yeah. Can you stand there? Go on there and hold it up. I'm going to kneel down, so just hold it up there.
Ah, so that's a pendulum.
No, that's another great lump of cast iron. The nut at the bottom, you see, there's the nut. But we've been trying to turn it to make it regulate it. We've been trying to regulate it, but the nut has been sealed up with 150 years of rust, and we can't shift it.
Right.
We put penetrating oil, 𝗲𝗍 heat. You can see we've been holding on the shaft there and trying to free the nut. We can't. Well, I'm Jens Hislop, and I'm described as the church horologist, which means I look after the church clock. And I've been doing this for 35 years, and obviously the clock's going to last longer than me, so other people have to be taught how to wind it and how to manage it. And I have two volunteers now who I've trained, who can do what I can do, and maybe we need one or two more to ensure the future of the clock. The clock's obviously going to continue, and those of us who are made of flesh, we don't continue, do we? So we have two volunteers trained, and I've got another two lined up. When the COVID scare is off, we're going to train another two people how to manage the clock.
So there you go, folks, a bit of a history cut again by myself and 𝗵𝗃, and thanks very much for following our channel. So until next time, we meet on our next vlog. Peace out.